Kuala Lumpur will be placed under MCO from May 7th to 20th as the country records another spike in new COVID-19 cases. Senior Minister Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob says the decision came after the Health Ministry had presented a report on the current COVID-19 situation in Kuala Lumpur. Also placed under MCO for the same time period are Johor Bahru, Kulai and Kota Tinggi in Johor and Taiping, Larut Matang and Selama in Perak. SOPs will be as what was announced before. Schools will be closed and eateries, grocery shops and petrol stations will be allowed to operate from 6 a.m. until midnight. Selangor also announced that Ramadan bazaars would not be allowed in MCO districts from May 8th and prohibits dine-ins and buffets from May 7th. The country reported 3,744 new cases today, 2,304 recoveries and 17 new deaths. Selangor recorded the highest number of new cases at 1,548. Supermax Corp's third quarter FY21 net profits surged 14 times to just over $1 billion compared with 71.06 million a year ago. Robust glove demand also quadrupled revenue to 1.94 billion from 447.3 million. It declared a special dividend of 13 cents per share, bringing its DPS to date to 16.8 cents. Aside from exponential demand for gloves, sales were also boosted from additional production capacity at plant number 12 on top of an increase in average selling prices each month. Supermax says it will invest a total of 1.39 billion in capital expenditure for new plants, which will add 22.25 billion pieces in new capacity. This will bring the group's total capacity to 48.42 billion gloves by end 2022. Even so, it expects competition to intensify going forward as more new glove players jump on the bandwagon as governments continue to wage war against COVID-19. Top Glove Corp says it continues to work closely with the US Customs and Border Protection towards resolving the withhold release order imposed amid forced labour allegations. In a boss statement, Top Glove says the CBP is reviewing its submission based on its claim that it has remediated the 11 International Labour Organization's forced labour indicators. Top Glove clarifies that this had earlier been verified by Impact, an independent international UK consultant, in its report dated April 22nd, 2021. This is in response to the news that CBP personnel in Cleveland seized a shipment of 3.97 million nitrile disposable gloves manufactured by a Top Glove subsidiary due to those forced labour allegations. The estimated value of the shipment was $518,000 according to the CBP. PM Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin today launched the 3.5 billion Jaringan Prihatin program to assist in subscriptions of broadband internet plans and purchases of mobile smartphone devices. The subsidy is expected to benefit around 8.4 million people from the B40 group who are existing recipients of the Bantuan Prihatin Rakyat. Of that, the government will spend 2 billion while 12 telcos and service providers will work together to provide additional contributions amounting to 1.5 billion, mainly in the form of free data. They are Celcom, DG, Maxis, MCalls, Red One, Speak Out, TuneTalk, U-Mobile, Unify Mobile, XOX Mobile, Yes and Udo. In his speech at the virtual launch, Muhyiddin says that it is time for internet access to become a basic need such as water and electricity. The Jaringan Prihatin program was announced as part of the Budget 2021 last year with an original allocation of 1.5 billion. The government subsequently added another 500 million under Pemerkasa in March. Under the program, eligible recipients can either subscribe to a device package or a monthly data plan package. Registration runs from May 5th until July 31st, 2021. Gas Malaysia's net profit rose 16.2% year-on-year to 55.63 million for the first quarter of FY21 on higher volume of natural gas sold and higher contribution from joint ventures. Quarterly revenue dropped 28% to 1.15 billion due to lower average tariff. However, on a quarter-on-quarter basis, net profit dropped 19.6% while revenue dropped 36.6%. Gas Malaysia says this was partly due to lower finance income and other income, coupled with lower share of profits from JV companies. On its prospects, the group expects its overall performance to remain satisfactory for FY21.